Some breaking news coming in. India has sought another flag meeting with China to defuse the border crisis. The Indian Army has spoken to their Chinese counterpart, asking for another flag meeting to resolve the standoff. MHA sources are telling headlines today that the meeting is likely to be held on Friday this week. So this means that the standoff will continue till the president actually departs. Jugal Purohit joining us on the phone line with more details. Jugal, we understand that India has sought another flag meeting on the border route, but more importantly, this means that the standoff will continue till the visit is over.
That's correct, Sanjana. In fact, what we understand is that the previous flag meeting, which was held earlier this week at Chushul, which is the regular designated point for these meetings, was inconclusive. And yesterday onwards, we've been getting inputs that India has indeed, sought a flag meeting at the same point towards resolving issues at Demchok and Chumar. What we are now informing our viewers that there is indeed a request of this sort. In fact, the Home Ministry's Border Management Division, which is the one which actually deals with issues of the kind that we are discussing right now, has informed us that this meeting is likely to take place on Friday, which essentially also means that the Chinese president will have departed the country by the time this meeting takes place, and that of course means that we will have to wait and watch till Friday at least before anything changes on the ground, because the hopes right now are not so much. Things haven't moved. The last flag meeting wasn't conclusive. The Chinese are yet to be receptive towards what the Indian side had placed before them.
Jugal, and like we were saying, is there a good chance that things will sort of ease off? The standoff may continue, but things will sort of ease off, considering that both nations have made it clear that they do not want conflict of any kind currently.
Well, Sanjana, for the last 2.5 decades at least, not a single shot has been fired. So, notwithstanding these transgressions, as they're officially called as, and notwithstanding these standoffs that we've been reporting, on the ground, at least between the two armed forces and between the two civilians, there isn't as much tension that is being reported either through sources in the Defense Ministry or in the Home Ministry. So one does expect that situation at least to hold on. But the fact is that if the two civil populations and if the two forces are, in a sense, engaged in a standoff, the drill essentially involves both sides to peel off from their respective positions, and that is something which is not happening. The Indian side has, of course, apprised their counterparts in China that it needs to be followed, and the procedure which has been set already is not being followed. But that hasn't happened. So yes, there is no real worry of any escalation as such. But yes, it is indeed disturbing that the procedure which is so far held, its ground is not being followed right now.
Absolutely. Thank you for that update, Jugal. In the recent past, there have been at least 11 instances of incursion by China on Indian soil dating back to last year. Beginning from the Daulat Beg Oldi sector in eastern Ladakh in April last year, Chinese incursions have continued with the highest number of instances in the Chumar sector between June of 2013 and March this year. The Chinese in June also tried to intrude via water using the famous Pangong Lake. Demchok in Ladakh became a new target in June this year, followed by Butuse, and again Demchok being the latest point of intrusion by the Chinese army on the 11th of September.